Well, I made it to the 6th grade. I had a teacher in the 6th grade who hated my guts. I didn't care for her guts. She was my reading and spelling teacher, and the only thing I ever made straight A's in my life was reading and spelling, and I was bored. And when a hyperactive person gets bored, things pop into his brain he has no control over. Things like, get up and run around the room. And that'll get you a spanking. And this teacher, she had this thing worked out with my dad. It's called 2 for the price of 1. You get a spanking in school, you get a spanking at home. So I do my best to sit back there and not get spankings. And the reason she hated me was the way I pronounced her name. She had a wonderful name. I didn't give her this name, but I had a lot of fun with it. Her name was Miss Barth. B-A-R-T-H. And I'd come into class every day, I'd say, why, hello, Miss. Barth! She didn't appreciate it. And Miss Barth was a big lady. She had 1,000 separate zip codes. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And she had one of these hairdos like I have never seen before or since. It was huge hairdo. Looked like 10 cow patties with a hairnet over it. I mean, you could house missionaries on furlough up in that thing. And I'd sit in the back of her class, and what I would do, I would take out my pen, and I'd do my best to keep my hyperactive brain occupied. I would make up big words that only I knew what they meant. It didn't take much to entertain me. I'd make up words. Well, then I'd write letters with these words. I used these words in conversation, and Miss Barth found a letter I'd written one day with these words that I made up. And she came waddling over to me with that letter. You could hear her coming. Her thighs were apologizing to each other. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. She stuck that letter in my face, and whenever she'd get upset, she'd shake that head, and that old dude would just flop. I was dodging hairpins. She said, Mark, what is this? I said, can't you read? She said, Mark, why don't you write something that makes sense? That doesn't make any sense. I said, okay, Miss Barth, I will. So the very next day, I took her a letter. She told me to write it. It said this, Dear Miss Barth, your feeble attempt to participate in any intelligent conversation only goes to exaggerate your already pathetic lack of mental ability. Sincerely, Mark Lowry. I got a 3-day vacation. Mama came to pick me up at school because I'd been kicked out of school, and the worst part of that was when Daddy came home. Oh, Daddy came home. He set me down. And he'd always explain to me before I got a spanking why I was getting spanked, because usually I'd forgotten. He set me down. He said, Mark, if you ever write anything like that again, don't sign it. My dad's a lawyer.